What's up, Ockkkkk?
Y'all know what it is. Y'all heard what I said, Wrestling Pod. Diesel D here with Telp and Darren, aka They Don't Want Young.
Yes, sir.
We're here to go through WWE's Fastlane of 2021. The filler pay-per-view between Elimination Chamber and the road to WrestleMania. The last stop. We start this Fastlane off with the pre-show as the original Bro Riddle defended the United States Championship against the leader of Retribution, Mustafa Ali. This was a decent back and forth match. There was a time where Ali got a nice flurry of moves, but then Riddle went on a nice ass flurry of move. This match ended with an avalanche Bro Derek from Riddle. He gets the victory. And after the match, it looks like it's the end of Retribution, as Mustafa Ali got a double chokeslam finisher from T-Bar and Mace. After Reckoning and Slapjack left him, leaving him in the middle of the ring. Messed up. How y'all guys felt about that?
I like the match. Dang. So long, Retribution. Trash.
It was okay. I expected Riddle to keep the title because he just got it recently.
True.
And about time Retribution is done. Just about time.
You think they really done or they just
They done, but the whole Retribution stuff was
they
done.
just want to beat Ali.
Alright, while we still on the pre-show, let's talk about it. Retribution started in the summer last year, during the pandemic when they was still at the Performance Center. And after 8-9 months of Retribution, it seems like nothing was accomplished, and now they've broken up Retribution. So, was Retribution for nothing? Was it a waste of time?
Yeah.
Did it get anybody in Retribution over?
Plain and simple, it was a waste of time.
I mean, it probably helped Ali get back into the eyes that he
Help
pretty
him
good
how?
wrestler, be a good leader since he was out with the injury that long.
Help him how?
Make him feel like he was important, being the leader of a group.
But him getting buried by, well not buried, but him getting put down
By his own
T-Bar and Mace, which makes them come out of the situation like they was better.
But you gotta see the aftermath.
The aftermath, them two big motherfuckers won't come out on
You
top.
can't just judge just what happened in that one moment. You gotta see what happened next.
Alright.
Well, as they said, we're going to see what happened next. But we open up the main card for the Women's Tag Team Championships as Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler, your two-time Women's Tag Team Champions, defended those titles against the makeshift team of the 2021 Women's Royal Rumble winner, the EST of WWE, looking to put the EST in WrestleMania. The toughest, the quickest, the roughest, the strongest, Bianca Belair. She teamed up with the Blueprint, the Standard, legit boss, the BEST, as she says. Your SmackDown Women's Champion, Sasha Banks. They're looking to be the Women's Tag Team Champions going into WrestleMania. This match, it was what it was. It was okay. It depends on how you look at it. We had the distraction from Reginald, who still has a thing for Sasha, even though he's with Nia now, going on shopping sprees and shit. This match pretty much ended up with Shayna and Nia retaining the titles. How do y'all feel about that?
It was okay. Many of people thought that Sasha and Bianca will win. I was like, why do y'all think that?
Yeah, why should they?
Probably since they in a main event of one of the nights. So they probably thought they'll win the tag titles together and be champion against champion and whatever. But I was like, there's no way they win it. And they already fought out. I didn't understand the reason for this match at all. They just fought
You know what the match was for?
SmackDown or
The
something?
same reason the pay-per-view was for.
Just to have something, to do, and for WWE
Since
to
he
make
said
that money.
Since he said that, remember before Fastlane we had Roadblock. This is exactly what this was, Roadblock.
This was a roadblock to
This
WrestleMania.
is just a build up the Sasha versus Bianca story.
And as we're still talking about this, after the match, there was a confrontation between Sasha and Bianca, and with Sasha told her she was a rookie and smacked the living shit out of Bianca. And Bianca just looked at her like this bitch and just continued to point and look at the damn WrestleMania sign for about a minute.
That's how she was looking.
And to me, for this to be the WWE's money match, main event in one of those nights, they have not been doing a very good job building this up. They just having them come out there and talk to each other every week and get interrupted by Reggie, who's getting way more bumped than what he was intended to be on here for.
No, I see. One thing I say, they haven't been building up, but I guess they was trying to come into the way of making one of them do something. So that was their way yesterday in making Sasha.
And maybe it's a different approach because Bianca haven't been on the main roster that long, and they not really enemies. So you don't like really want them attacking each other.
But that seems like that's the way they went. Like, because you gotta know that Bianca gonna have something to say or something to do on SmackDown after this.
And none of them is heels.
Not right now.
Not right now. That's
Until
what I'm
Friday.
saying. That's what they was trying to accomplish since they both faces. They want to make one that
That's what I was trying to say.
More of a hell in the situation.
Yesterday.
It's gonna be Sasha.
And in Vince's mind, it'd be a bigger and better pop for Bianca as the only heel in the match. As the only face in the match going up against a heel person. And rather than it be two faces, you still want to have people who want to cheer for Sasha no matter what.
Right.
Yeah, because Sasha's like that in-between moment with Charlotte. When Charlotte, you don't even know what Charlotte was. Face like she was just neutral.
Yeah, Charlotte can neutral her over. Charlotte can neutral her over, right?
Not with that Ric Flair stuff. And Dana Brooke, she was a heel. Kept cheating.
Well, I mean, like, to some fans, like how AJ Styles
even when she had Dana Brooke.
like Hale still be mostly don't be booed. Like AJ Styles still be
that's just because a lot of wrestling fans like heels. That's
some heels don't know how to build the right heat for them to be booed. Like Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin is the perfect
He's
heel.
the ultimate heel.
Man just gets booed no matter what. But that's my guy. I love Corbin. But our next match was for the Intercontinental Championship. And if you want to go big, then just say that. Because we had the New Day's Big E defending his Intercontinental Championship against Nigerian royalty, Apollo Crews. Big E got a lot of aggressive attacks in. He was beating up Apollo bad. Apollo was able to come back a little bit. Pretty much at the end, there was a roll-up pin in which E had to show up. He got the win. And right after the match, Apollo attacked him. We don't know where this is going from there, but this rivalry should be over. How y'all guys feel about this?
See, I actually kind of liked it because Apollo new persona.
Yeah.
With the Nigerian stuff.
Yeah.
To me, this storyline is going to WrestleMania, and Apollo won to defeat Big E at WrestleMania and win the Intercontinental Championship.
That's the point. If the
This give Apollo more aggression than his previous character where they wasn't really giving him a push. I like this character better.
Yeah, he was too much of a.
He been in there long enough now, but there's like 4 or 5 years.
It took him just 4 or 5 years to give him some kind of program. That's all. But after the match, a few Olympic slams, a lot of aggression from Apollo. These brothers, they put on a decent match, but it hasn't been nothing different than what we've seen over the past month of them fighting each other on and off. You know how they usually do with Intercontinental matches.
Isn't over.
Intercontinental title matches usually contain 5, 6, 7 people, ladder matches, but right now it's only focused around Apollo and Big E right now, but we'll see how it goes from there. Next, they showed us a graphic of Shane O'Mac being hurt in the back. He was hurt. Knee got hurt earlier training. Adam Pearce just happened to be there. So, Shane meets Elias and right there in the back. Tells him, meet me in the ring. We gonna get your music over. They get out there. Shane interrupts him to tell him, you're taking my place in the match. It's Elias against Braun now. Really not much to say. Braun dominated this match. Big ass power slam. 1, 2, 3. Shane was nowhere to be found. Braun gets the win. How do you feel about this?
Got nothing. Just Shane and Braun at WrestleMania, like I said.
Shane and Braun at WrestleMania.
Like I said 3 months
made
ago.
quick work of him.
What it looks like. Our next match. I don't know if y'all wanted to do it, but it was time to embrace the vision. As it was Seth Rollins going up against the artist known as Shinsuke Nakamura. This match would be better if it had a bigger stage, but because it was on a filler pay-per-view Fastlane, we got a decent match that could be a fucking WrestleMania match. But at the end, a brutal curb stomp, or as they like to say now, stomp. Rollins gets the victory. I don't know what's going on with the program with Cesaro, but I hope we get that soon. How y'all feel about this match?
I actually thought it was a pretty good match, great match. It would have been better if somebody could have kept that from a finisher.
Yeah, like I said, it was a fast lane match.
But being his former tag team partner, Shinsuke, after what happened to Cesaro on SmackDown, he was backstage just watching, and Seth Rollins came to him right there. So Shinsuke had that look on his face. So that's where this match came from. Now we going with Shinsuke. I think it's going to be Seth Rollins versus Cesaro at WrestleMania.
It was a pretty good match, but you talking about this where the match came from. The whole WWE over the last couple months was trying to show Shinsuke on the opposite side of Cesaro. So how all of a sudden, because he involved with Seth Rollins, they making him seem like he back.
Yeah, they just drew a match together.
They just drew a match together.
I feel like they realized that they was rushing ahead of their program to WrestleMania.
So they stopped. They had to stop in between.
They did that because of the Royal Rumble. The Royal Rumble is every man for itself, so you're not gonna care.
So why on that SmackDown?
You haven't been with him before.
So why on that SmackDown when there was 3 people in the ring and 2 people out there, why did Shinsuke come down there to help the faces?
But he didn't attack Cesaro.
But they fought in a 3-on-3 match.
That's because it was an actual match. She didn't beat him up.
So why did he come down there in the first place?
To make a tag match.
Yeah, it was a pretty decent match though. Leading on to Seth Rollins and Cesaro WrestleMania.
With that being said, our next match was the best match of the night, as it was the no holds bars match between the Celtic Warrior Sheamus and the Scottish Warrior, the former 2-time WWE champion Drew McIntyre. They had a beautiful promo video showcasing their 20 years before the match that led us into this good ass match where these motherfuckers are all over the place. Drew McIntyre threw Sheamus through the Thunderdome boards with the people, shocks exploding, barricades and announce tables, and you know Sheamus, you know how Sheamus pale ass look. His back was all messed up. These motherfuckers going everywhere. At the end, a brutal Claymore kick. Drew McIntyre, as he says, has finished his last roadblock on the way to WrestleMania, and he's looking toward Lashley. How y'all guys felt about this match?
Thought it was the best match of the night,
Yes,
one
sir.
of the best matches of the year. They two of my favorite guys in WWE, so you know I was gonna like that.
These
The
guys
promo before the match made me definitely want to watch this. Made me want to watch them brutalize each other like they did on Raw. This match was a step up from that Raw
Yes, it
match.
was.
That you got a clear finish of who was won. They was just
Yeah, like these guys, they whip each other.
ducking each other.
Like
out.
every time
You could
Sheamus
hear
hits
every
somebody,
ball
you
that
hear
he
it.
And like you said, definitely the best match of the night.
I just don't see Vince making 2 triple threat matches at WrestleMania for title.
And that's what somebody tried to tell me yesterday.
One of them, but not both of them. One of them got to be a single match, so just to get that one pop by itself.
I told Rel this could lead into a storyline with them 3, revolving them 3 all the way up to SummerSlam.
Yeah,
What
I
them
agree
do.
with that.
Maybe get some title changes in there. I wouldn't mind if Lashley lose and get the belt back so he could be a 2-time champion instead of just a 1-time champion.
I'll tell you one
He should have
thing.
been had the belt.
I'll tell y'all one thing. They better be careful with this.
Yeah, they got to.
Because with Lashley and McIntyre, Johnny, you just said about they want to get that pop with the singles match. And you know, I know how technically Lashley is a heel, but they know how some people like him. And since he just got the title, some people might want to keep it. And a lot of people like Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
So they don't, what if you don't know what's going on?
I honestly don't know.
Some people might want the other
To
one.
me, this is like the same thing with the Orton and McIntyre. They two of my favorite people. I wanted Orton to get that 14 title frame, but I also wanted Drew to keep the title. But both happened because Drew got to get it back.
See, my problem is that I feel like with Bobby Lashley supposed to be a transitional champion, he's too strong of a transitional champion.
That's what-
he's
yeah,
being
that's what I'm
showcased to
saying.
be dominant. And
He's
this
too
can't
strong
be
for
a
this to be
reign that
a
ends in
quick
20.
reign.
This can't be a reign that ends in a couple of weeks. The way he's been beaten.
Unless he's supposed to get it back down the road.
Yeah.
But see, the thing, if Drew do win, even though he been doing this dominant stuff for the last year, the only person that he really kind of lost was Drew for the title last year. You saw how happy that match was. We thought Lashley maybe would have won.
We know this won't be another good match.
Wow. We're going to wait to see what's going on with that WWE Championship picture. But our next match, the filler between the change of pace, was Randy Orton, the Apex Predator, the Viper, the Legend Killer, going up against Twisted Miss Bliss. We knew this wasn't going to be a match, but I'll let these guys talk about
It wasn't a match, but it was interesting.
it. It was a very interesting.
Just
And
mind
then
game.
continuing the great storyline between Fiend and Orton. It started off with Alexa Bliss in the ring. And then Orton started walking towards her, and fire just rose up like it was like a blockage of fire.
And the referee
Who got out
shook
of there?
ass. He got out of there.
Motion.
out the ring. Then when they went out the ring, here go Alexa prancing around the ring, stopped. Orton pursuing her again. She stopped. Her eyes did some
Her eyes look like a
some
puppet,
shit off
boy.
of horror.
Conjuring.
And the damn lights, like stage lights, fell right in between them.
With a nice special effect.
Orton started looking like, what the hell going on? So here come Alexa prancing around again, get back in the ring. Orton pursuing again, and she shoot a fireball at him out of nowhere. Like how? And then when Orton
Next
stepped
thing
back,
you know, the ring ripped.
slit,
That hand raising
a
up.
slit come behind Orton's foot with a burnt hand
Freddy
Raise it
Krueger
out.
hand.
With a glove
and
on.
grabbed Orton's leg. I was like, what the hell is going on?
Yeah, good job
And
designing
then,
that card.
when he got him off on some fire came about the hole, like some old Kane stuff.
Yeah, like something over that bitch.
And then, after he grabbed his leg, I guess he started pursuing Alexa again, right? Then out of nowhere, he rose up, fucking grabbed Orton, did the sister Abigail. And Alexa Bliss won Randy Orton.
Alexa Bliss got the pin
Yeah, the
as they sat there and posed with the burnt Bray Wyatt suit on. The Fiend.
The Fiend!
He's back. He's back. Y'all ready for the Fiend?
Hold up.
WrestleMania.
I got a question. Wasn't that a regular match? Wasn't it just Orton versus Alexa Bliss?
Yeah.
Wasn't it a special match? Why did she get disqualified? The referee got back in the ring and counted 3.
The ref was terrified.
What in the world? The Fiend is back.
Guys, our main event of Fastlane was a pretty good damn match, as it put us with the big dog, the tribal chief, the head of the table, the universal champion, with his special counsel, Paul Heyman, defending the title against the leader of the Yes Movement, Daniel Bryan, with special enforcer, your 2021 Men's Royal Rumble winner, the rated R superstar Edge. We all know special enforcer means absolutely nothing in WWE, especially. It's just a person at ringside to interfere at one's behest. So this was a pretty good damn back and forth match. Some good ass professional technical wrestling and grappling going on in this match. We're gonna go through the match, but at the end, by the rated R superstar hitting both guys with chairs while the referee was incapacitated, which led to Roman crawling over and just pinning Daniel Bryan. At the end, Roman Reigns stayed your champion. How you guys feel about this match?
Actually, the match wasn't interrupted by Edge. It was interrupted by Jay Uso coming in just super kicking Daniel Bryan while he doing a down yes lock or bell lock, whatever you want to call it, man. Then he super kicked Edge too. That's when Edge got in it because Uso got a chair in the ring. He started hitting Daniel Bryan with it. Then Daniel Bryan stopped to hit him. Then he went to hit Roman. Ended up hitting Edge because Roman moved up the way.
No, don't say that. That's not why Edge got involved.
Because on this day he see clearly.
He got involved because he wants to fight Roman.
Mm-hmm.
He don't want Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, he don't want Daniel Bryan then.
But it was a damn good match. Daniel Bryan got the yes lock going 4 times.
He don't want to fight DBry.
And Roman actually ended up tapping, and then that's when Edge hit Daniel Bryan with the chair. But he hit Roman too with the chair, but then went back to Daniel Bryan, him with the chair. Then another referee came out, and then just kind of 1, 2, 3. That's it.
Wait, actually, Edge, you wanted to be a triple threat because he don't want that ass whooping from the tribal chief. You heard what Paul Heyman said?
Hey, guys, what's your grades? Your high point and low points on Fastlane?
Only high point was Drew and Sheamus.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's the only high
And
point.
the match between Roman was pretty good, but then the low point was Roman winning. To me.
I mean, you had to know how this was gonna end.
I know.
But at the same time, that shows how unnecessary this pay-per-view was. Like, I remember the old days when we said like 6 weeks, 6, 7 weeks going into WrestleMania.
Yeah.
But you know.
And then you ain't even, SmackDown ain't even had no show that week.
Yeah.
They would come on with people.
It was just a going away show, getting ready for it.
But you know, in this day and age, WWE needs to make as much money as possible out of our pockets. Same for me, high point. But
We are at the same high point.
this is the last stop on the road to
Low point,
WrestleMania,
yeah,
guys, for the
yeah.
Reign roster. There's 2 nights of WrestleMania, April 10th, April 11th. Tickets are already on sale. We may not be there, but we may. But we may not. But we
We
may.
don't know.
We'll
We'll
let you
find
know.
out.
We'll find out.
Y'all heard what I said.
Guys.
sir.
This is our review of Fastlane from Diesel D, Telp, and Darren, aka They Don't Want None. This is Y'all Heard What I Said, Wrestling Podcast. We'll see y'all later. We out.